All right, welcome back to the Set My Lineup Showdown, where we use expert consensus projections along with Vegas odds and some limits to kind of find out what the best value plays are in each game. Antonio Brown is not going to be in this game. As you can see, he's not playing. There's a couple other guys that are out, but we'll get into that in a second. Anyway, here is the slate. We've got the New York Jets at the New England Patriots. Again, if you like my lineups, if you like the sleepers that I'm picking, go ahead and subscribe so you can see them every time I do these for these showdown games. I do them pretty late, pretty close to the kickoff compared to some of the other guys here on YouTube, but that's on purpose because I don't set my lineups till then, and I don't expect you guys to take advice I'm giving before then. So anyway, let's dive right into it. I haven't been having the best season so far, to be honest, on DraftKings, but anyone that has used some of my sleeper picks has. So Humphreys did amazing last week in the last show that I did, for example. I did not play him as heavily as I should have, especially considering where he placed on my rankings. So thank you guys for following. I hope my advice has helped you win more than it's helped me. Certainly helped my roommate because he got a pretty big win playing Humphreys last week. So let's jump on into this and I'll show you guys some of what I've got going on. And please don't forget to subscribe so you can see all the things that we're doing here on the show. So projections, here we go. This is what the system has pumped out as the best value players. We've got Ryan Griffin all the way to the top, projected only 6.07, but he only cost a thousand of your salary, which is pretty awesome. Bellamy down here, 4.71 is 1,200. Ty Montgomery also only projected 4.42 at 2,600. Ty Montgomery got used pretty heavily last week, though. He didn't get quite that many points. Running backs as well aren't somebody that you want to play as often as you might think, and I'll show you why in a second, especially on this season. You've got Steven Gostkowski projected as the best kicker or best captain value as a kicker, which is pretty rare for that to happen. So you want to go with a Dorsett, Edelman, and maybe a Josh Gordon instead at the top of your lineup. Luke Falk is going to be a pretty good option as well. So let's jump into building a lineup in a second. Right now, I want to show you some other statistics that I've never really dived into before on this show. So this is based on some of the games that have happened, or all the showdown games that have happened thus far in the season. Let's get that lined up for you guys a little bit better. So if you take a look, the winning captain, the most optimized, best possible lineup. The captain has been the wide receiver 5 times, and flex wide receiver has been in the flex spot 18 times. QB 2 and 4, kickers 1 and 4, tight end 0, 0, 0. So basically, you don't want a tight end, running back, or defense in your captain spot. Sometimes when the numbers start looking like this, as a statistics guy, this can sometimes mean the odds are getting pretty good that a tight end should maybe be in your captain spot because it's going to happen at some point. But at the same time, your odds are definitely going to be much better, in my opinion, to just go with what we have been having trend. So wide receivers are definitely great to have in your captain spot. Another thing that we noticed that I don't have kind of listed right here is you want a 5-to-1 or a 4-to-2 ratio. 50-50 split, 3 and 3 is pretty rare. And anything below that is almost an anomaly if you're going to have the best possible lineup. So if you're talking about tournament plays, this is kind of the data you want to look at. I don't use any optimizers like roto grinders, but usually those optimizers are going to give you things like this that you can enter in. So if you want to enter into those roto grinders like projection models, the average statistics for showdown mode so far this year, these are kind of the numbers you want to enter in, especially down here at the very bottom where you see the max and the min. This would maybe be what you would set as your limits for your max and min price that they let you choose. And then you could go up here and set these, use these to kind of weight the number of position players that you have in each position while you build your lineups. So just taking all this stuff into account while we build this thing out, we're going to probably play wide receivers heavy in the captain spot and quarterback heavy. So let's go back to the display and kicker. If you see here, a kicker has been in the captain spot 1 time so far out of the 8, captain 1. So It's not a bad idea if you're doing a lot of lineups to throw him in, but I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to focus more on Dorsett, Edelman, and Josh Gordon with Tom Brady in the lineup. I want to try and stack all of them, to be honest with you. We want all of them. James White could be a flyer in there occasionally. So let's go back over here just to see. He's not going to be our captain, but look at that. Flex is big time. So we might want them in the flex. So we're going to build some lineups around those 3 receivers as the captain, playing with the running backs and Tom Brady. Because, again, we want to stack a team. And we're going to stack the Patriots at home, of course. So no Tom Brady up there. Let's go with the cheapest of the receivers for the Patriots out of that group, right? We've got Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon, Philip Dorsett as our captain at 7,200. Another thing that I wanted to see over here, captain minimum salary is 5,700. 7,200 is not there, so we're fine, right? The max salary is obviously way higher than that, so we're within that limit, right? So we're good there. We want Tom Brady, and we want another one of the wide receivers. Julian Edelman is going to get a huge amount of volume. We know that. So that's a pretty good start. And we've got Sony Michael here for 7.4. But let's go ahead and just put Le'Veon Bell as our only jet to get the ball. At the same time, that might not be a great idea. So let's see, what do we have left? 6,200 per player. We can put James White in the game and Rex Burkhead. But I don't know if we want to do both of them. But there you go. That's a pretty good lineup in my opinion, because we want to stack Patriots. This is a 5-1 stack. If you want to do, we could do a 4-2 stack. Let's put Burkhead instead of James White in there, right? And wow, that leaves Josh Gordon, but we can't play him. But we could play Luke Falk, right? The young new quarterback. He played pretty well last week. What do you guys think? I think Luke Falk played a pretty good game, and I'm comfortable with this, with playing Luke Falk and Le'Veon Bell, and after that, stacking the Patriots. So there's your 4-2 stack, or you can pull Falk out, and you can put in anybody else that's left. Oh, there you go, man. That's the stack. Philip Dorsett, Tom Brady, Julian Edelman, Le'Veon Bell, Rex Burkhead, and Josh Gordon. I'm going to play that lineup. So this is something that I'm going to play I would play this in both head-to-head and tournaments. Man, I really like this lineup. So anyway, let's say we go with someone, if we're going to go play in a head-to-head, we're going to take out the Philip Dorsett risk there, right? And we're going to keep Tom Brady in. We're going to go, again, we're still using the same stats we were looking at here. I'm just not popping back and forth, right? So let me just show you one more time. If you like these type of numbers, if you want to see my sleepers, we got Ryan Griffin, Philip Dorsett, Rex Burkhead all up here at the top. These are the sleeper picks. If you like this type of data, please subscribe so you can see these shows every time I come out with them. Luke Falk is ranked way down here, so I'm glad that we pulled him out of the lineup. Burkhead, that is great that we just kind of sniped him in and didn't even check. So let's go ahead and jump back over to the DraftKings lineup and build a head-to-head. So Tom Brady, again, is going to be down here because if you saw quarterbacks, we want to have low percent in the captain spot, definitely decent to have in the flex, and we want a running back and wide receivers. So that was a lot. That was a mouthful. Here we go. We got Tom Brady in. We want a running back in, right? And we want a captain spot to be a wide receiver for Tom Brady, and now we got to save some money. Let's go back. Kickers are 4, just as heavy. So we want a kicker, tight end, 2 running backs, something crazy. I don't know. So let's go ahead. We've got wide receiver, running back, and quarterback. Let's put Gostkowski in. So there's our kicker. We need one more Patriot in this game because we need a 4-2 stack based on the recent numbers. And do we want any defenses? No, defenses are pretty rare. We really want to avoid defenses. We don't want a jet. Sony Michael leaves us no money, and we're trying to make this not a contrarian type lineup. Josh Gordon gives us some money. James White. We've already got one running back in, right? So let's go wide receiver heavy. We've got 2 wide receivers, a running back, a kicker, a quarterback. 3,700 left. We really want this to be another running back over anything, right? Burkhead is high up on our list. We want to get Burkhead in there, which means we got to sacrifice Josh Gordon, which puts James White. Let's see what happens. Okay, I mean, we can do this, but I don't like that. I'd rather have James White not in there and go with Jamison Crowder. Crowder's got kind of a floor. He got 6 targets last week. Man, they lit him up. That's right. They lit him up the first game. So this is a decent lineup. So this is going to be our more safety lineup. We've got a receiver we know is going to get some volume. We've got his quarterback. We've got their pass catching running back, and we've got a kicker here for them. It would be almost better for us to pull Jamison Crowder out and put another pass catcher in. Josh Gordon in for Tom Brady. We've already got the running back, so we'll take him out. Let's see what we can do there. And you can do a kicker stack. This is going to just give you a safety play again for a head-to-head. You're not going to win best tournament, best lineup. But if you look at this, if these guys get some kicks through, Sam Ficken and Steven Gostkowski, you're just hoping the Jets can move the ball a little bit. They're going to have to play some come behind. So this is a little bit risky with them playing come behind because at the end of the game, when they're trying to win, when they're down a lot of points, sometimes they will kind of avoid kicking the ball. So I don't like having Ficken in the game because of that, especially playing the Jets stack. I mean, the Patriots stack so heavy. Griffin, Jets tight end. Ryan Griffin. Why not just use the thing that we've got set up, right? So again, this is head-to-head, so it's a little bit scary playing Griffin, but I don't like that Sam Ficken thing because if the Patriots are stomping the Jets, like our lineup's game plan is stating is going to happen, then we don't want to be playing their kicker because they might not ever kick the ball that late in the game. So we like Ryan Griffin's odds a little bit better. Ty Montgomery's questionable. Personal reasons only. So Ty Montgomery is also another option you could play in here. Yeah. So anyway, there's things that you would do with this lineup. Broke down a couple things that I would do. I showed you my best lineup that I'm absolutely going to play, and I'm not going to show you again. Go ahead and scroll back in the video to see it. I just don't feel like building it back out again. Let's jump back over and show you what the numbers look like so far this season with the flex spots and which players you should play, how much money you should spend, and some details you maybe want to enter into your optimizers. Again, if you like these type of numbers, please subscribe. I'm doing them several times per week and trying to get as many showdown games in as possible. And again, here are my rankings for your value plays. Ryan Griffin at tight end. There's an injury to tight end on that team, so Ryan Griffin gets the nod up, $1,000 only. 6.07 projections for the latest projections that we've got on him. Philip Dorsett, also a great play. Rex Burkhead, also amazing. So thanks again for stopping by the show. Subscribe, check us out some more, and we'll see you next time that we do the Set My Lineup Showdown. Peace.